Well, hey, good morning. It's Brenda Meller with Meller Marketing. Trying some stuff out today. Give me just a second here. I am adjusting. I'm actually going to be joining on my, let's see here. Let's see if that works. Pausing that. I think I need to plug in and get some volume off of there. So I'm doing an impromptu video this morning. I need to click on leave because it's not working. I'm doing an impromptu video this morning, and I just want to give you guys some video marketing tips. I was supposed to have Alex Miner on with me this morning live on LinkedIn, and he had to move his appointment to Friday. So some of you may be looking at my stream like, where's this video marketing thing? You know what I decided to do very impromptu last minute is just to do my own. And you may have noticed if you've been watching my LinkedIn lives for a while, I was kind of doing a sporadic type of a schedule, and I've been moving it lately to every Monday at 9:05 a.m. This morning, Alex had, I think, a client appointment, so he has to move it. And I wanted to keep that frequency. I'm calling this kind of like my Marketing Monday series, right? And today and this week, really, I'm going to be featuring a lot of video tips for those of you who may be kind of struggling with video, unsure how to use video, whatnot. So I figured let's start Monday morning, get me up, hair done, makeup done, everything like that. And I wanted to invite you guys to join along. So one thing I'd like to do to start is, could you please leave a comment below? I just want to make sure the live stream is working, and I also want to see who's on watching. Now, what happens here is in the live stream, I can see that there are 31, it keeps going up, 29, 30, 31 people watching. I don't know who the people are. So if you could leave a little comment or even just a quick emoji, then I know that you're watching, and I know who's on with us. And I also know the stream is working, because this is one of the issues when you're doing live streaming. Unless there's somebody else in the stream with you, you don't know. So I see Amit is already saying regards from India. Jim is saying doing fine as well. So I started off kind of as a very raw format in everything. And I want to walk you guys through my setup. First of all, for the ladies in the room who are considering doing video and you're like, does it really matter if I have makeup done or not? Now, I did do my makeup this morning, but I didn't put my lipstick on. And I heard this from someone, and I've never really been into bold lipstick colors and things like that. But I heard from someone that makeup can help to accentuate us as speakers. And it's an advantage that we women have, right? Because the men, I'm sorry, guys, you can't wear lipstick. People are going to comment on you if you wear lipstick. But if we wear lipstick, it's going to make a little bit of a difference. So I've got a mirror right behind me. I'm going to go apply my lipstick. I have a couple of different colors. This is my one that's a little bit more of a purpley, pinky kind of a color. And I buy different brands, but this one is, I think it's Maybelline. Is anybody else at that age where you pull things further away to read them right now? I'm pretty sure it's Maybelline, but here's the number. Let's see if the camera will adjust to it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So I have to try to not move at all. There you go. Plum Paradise, Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. So let me apply my lipstick. Hold on. I'll be right back. And some people are watching going, does she just leave camera? You can't do that in a live stream. Yeah, you can. You can do anything you want. The only thing I got to do is dab, and I'll do this on camera. That way, when my hairs fly into my face, as they tend to, they won't stick, right? So that's it. And then when I sip my coffee, I won't get coffee all over my lovely little mug. By the way, I think this is, it's an OCC mug. So shout out to my friends at OCC. I love this. It's a nice warm coffee mug. All right, so that's step one. I got my makeup on. Step two, I don't have any lighting on right now. This is just the natural lighting within my room. I'm in a home office where the window is coming from my right-hand side, and I've got pretty nice natural light. What I want to do right now, though, is I want to join from my phone to show you guys what I'm doing. So wait for me just 1 second. I've got a box of tricks, literally box of tricks behind me that I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff today. There's one, and I need to get my microphone headset. I'm not seeing it in here. Wonder if the kids borrowed it. There may be one other place my microphone's earbuds are at. Okay, so I've got my earbuds in a drawer. I'm going to plug this into my cell phone because what I'm trying to do right now is join by cell phone. Oh, it's got the other adapter in here. And I'm not able to join by cell phone because I keep getting a reverb in the audio. So now I've got to grab my headset. I'll be right back again. Don't go anywhere. Okay, never make mistakes, always learning experiences. So what I'm trying to do right now is join on the StreamYard by my phone. Let me see if I have to. I'm going to have like a second Brenda in the camera right now. Two Brendas. Two Brendas on this Monday morning. Can you stand it? It's crazy. If you're watching, leave a comment. Let me know how crazy I am for doing this right now. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to join by phone right now. So I'm going to click on Enter Broadcast Studio. And now I'm in StreamYard. I'm going to admit myself.
Are you guys hearing an echo yet?
Two Brendas. One Brenda, two Brenda. So now what I'm doing is I'm plugging my earphones into. I gotta do this. There you go. Okay. So to reduce that noise, did you guys just hear what was happening there? It was like that awful echoey sound that was happening. Did you watch that? So what I did, this is my little hack. I've got my phone that I dialed in as a second person on the StreamYard, and it automatically is going to hear and pull the sound out. So I had to both mute my mic, so that reduces me talking twice. So if I unmic myself and I start talking, you can hear echoing going on. So I've mic'd myself, so it's not allowing the input source to come into the phone for a double. And then I've also plugged in my headphones into the phone so that if I listen in here right now, I can hear myself, but I can't hear it coming out of my phone. Okay, so I did this intentionally so that I can show you guys what I'm doing behind the scenes. So I need to frame myself up into video. And my little tip here for video is I learned this from, gosh, I can't remember if it was Matt Dibble or Carrie Lizette, guys. I'm sorry, it's been a little while, but someone taught me this. I can't remember who it was, but one of you two taught me to take your finger parallel to the ground or to the table below you there and just point it towards the camera. And your finger should be parallel to your camera, okay? That provides the most flattering angle, maybe even a little bit higher. So right now, if I take it up just a little bit higher, and I've got it on like a tripod, I'll show you in just a second here. If I take that just a little bit higher, it's just a more flattering angle, as opposed to if I was broadcasting from my laptop. Do you guys want to see? Let me show you what it looks like. So I'm going to change my microphone, my video camera to, if I unplug it,
If you're hearing me, I did not go away. Hold on. Ooh, terrible. I'm refreshing my screen, so I'm learning as I go. As soon as I connect, I'm gonna have to mute myself again here.
So what just happened there is I disconnected my video. And what happened when I disconnected my video, my webcam is, my computer was already in the middle of a session, so it didn't know what camera to pick up, so there was no camera. I could not change the angle of the camera to point to the computer camera instead. Thank you, Karen, for staying along with me on this. I'm doing a little bit of testing on some different video marketing techniques, and I'm bringing you guys through the journey with me. I see we've lost a few people. That's okay. This is an impromptu thing, and I know it's Monday morning. You guys got to get to work, but I'm doing this a little bit for my own purpose as well, because I get people asking questions all the time about my equipment. So let me just give you a little bit of a look around here. I've got my makeup done. The next thing I want to adjust is my lighting. So right now I've got natural lighting coming on me. Let me just show you when I plug my my ring light in, you can see a little bit of a difference in the lighting there. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like. So there's the ring light right there. You guys seeing it? There's a lamp in the background. That's the bright white. So let me just turn, this is the ring light off, ring light on, okay? So my ring light has a few different settings. I'm going to adjust a little bit closer to me here. And this is kind of the white light setting. I can also toggle it to, this is more of like an amber tone. And that's kind of a combination, amber and white. So this is a smaller ring light. It's actually designed more for cell phone videos, but I like it because it's not quite as big and obnoxious. And I don't need a ton of light in here, but I do like having a little bit because it helps to correct the lighting. So let me just show you again. If I turn it off, look how everything's kind of just got ashy tone, a little bit like a bluish grayish tone to it. So When I turn that back on, I can also adjust it down a little bit. I tend to like the amber tone because it makes it look more like my natural skin color. So that's that light right there. Okay. Now let me turn this one off, and I want to turn another light on instead. I'm going to angle this so you guys can see. This is a box light. Okay. Now I bought these off of Amazon. I think when I bought them, there was for the pair of two of them, they were like $60, and they're pretty lightweight. It's just like with a fabric material. There's a tripod that's here behind it. The whole thing goes into a little case. It's pretty tiny. But these just have one kind of color screen on it. It's like a white light on here. So let me, when I turn this on, you can see before, and then let's let this adjust a little bit, and that's the after. So right now I have this pretty close to me. It's probably about, gosh, maybe about 18 inches or so from my face if I had to kind of guesstimate it. I'm going to move it back a little bit just so you can see the difference. And I'm also, okay, so what I just did with that light is I moved it back about probably another 6 to 12 inches. And I also raised it a little bit. So now it's more almost at an angle facing down towards me. I feel like the lighting is a little bit more flattering that way. Okay. So I need to adjust my little camera here because this is wiggling around a little bit. So just walking you guys through the journey. This is some video marketing tips for people who are not comfortable doing video. If you guys have any questions, you can pop your questions in. If you have any questions about the equipment I'm using or anything, feel free. And I buy all my own equipment. I'm not sponsored. I'm not like an influencer where I get freebies or anything. I just like testing things out and telling you guys. Okay. So I've got my box light, got my camera phone. So I'm showing you guys what I'm doing on here. Hopefully you're finding this interesting. Is this interesting? Tell me, guys. Give me a comment in chat and let me know if this is interesting. Colors in the video is very different when you're in the phone versus a computer, Diane. I agree. Isn't it interesting how the tones and the colors are a little bit different? And part of this may be because of the fact that my camera phone is pointing the video towards me as opposed to the other way. I need to see what's on the phone though. I've heard it's more crisp if you're pointing your camera towards the thing as opposed to using the reverse camera, but this is what I've got to use. So I need to see what's happening on here. And since I'm solo, I need to see what I'm doing as I'm going along here. So Sandy, thank you so much. Yeah, you have a box light too. They're kind of fun. And I like these sometimes, but then other times I feel like they're just too much bright light, especially if you're doing a lot of webinars and events during the day. So then I'll swap to the ring light just to have a little bit of a lower thing. Tamika, hey, I think this is kind of great, right? Impromptu, I filled in my LinkedIn Live spot, got you guys on, teaching you some tips and tricks along the way. So I'm just going to keep going until I'm done. And I'm not overly worried about how many people are on. We're at 28 right now, so we've kind of go up and down a little bit. I'm doing this more for my own documentation so I can share the video with people later. And I'm pleased to have you guys along the journey because I like to present with people. And I also know there's going to be people watching this in playback later. So I'm fine kind of with all three audiences on there. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to turn my, how can I show you guys this? So let me show you this setup next, okay? I'm going to take this off of camera though, because it might be a little distracting doing that. So let me just remove that. So this is my cell phone, what I was just showing you guys up on screen. So this is just a tripod. And you can get these things off of Amazon. They're not too expensive. And it's got like 3 little adjustments so you can make it taller, shorter. Prior to getting an arm band, I'll show you what I'm using for my webcam now. I was using this, and this was just a floor mount, just sits on the floor. It's a tripod, so it's got 3 legs on it, adjusts up and down. What I liked about this particular unit is it does have the cell phone holder. So let me just show you. It's got the clamp, and it does raise up and down too, so I can show you a little bit of this. So it does have the clamp in here where, you know, you can expand it out and put phones and stuff in there. And I think it's even got like an iPad attachment for tablets and stuff like that too. So I can put that in here. Now, one little tip I did learn from, oh gosh, I don't know who it was, Scott Lawrence, Matt Dibble, I'm not sure who it was. Somebody taught me this. If you're ever filming yourself and you've got one of these tripods with the phone holder and it's got the silver ring on it, look at the silver ring. That's how you know what you look like on camera, especially if you're pointing the camera that way trying to film yourself, okay? Because pointing the camera that way trying to film yourself, you're going to get better video than if you point it at yourself like this, and then you're always tempted to look down at yourself on video. So that's the way you kind of see yourself, is just look in the silver. It's not going to be perfect because it's kind of like that funhouse mirror thing, but it's a better video quality capture. and that's what you look at, okay? You can kind of see yourself in that frame, okay? So this is the tripod that I use. Good for, you know, for cell phones. And it also has, let me just show you here. I'm gonna take my phone out of here. It also has this, this whole attachment in here. So it's kind of like a screwed to the base on here. And what I can do is I can unscrew this little instruction here, okay? And this is the cell phone holder. This is the base. You can see it's got a screw on it on here. And then if I wanted to, I could screw my webcam in on there. That's what I was using prior to the one I have right now. So I can use this for different things. It's not just a single type of a device. So if you're looking for a tripod for videos, try to make sure you can get something that has different types of attachments on it. This one, you know, screws into the phone so it keeps it nice and secure. And then this little attachment here, it just kind of clips into the bottom. So it has a little clip at the top that goes in there thusly, okay? And then what I like about it too is it kind of is a nice smooth. So sometimes I've used this for panning around the room. So let me show you this now. Since I'm done doing that demo, let me pan around my room in here. I'm going to join again. So I'm the main person, and this is the second one. I'm going to be really up close when I join, but you guys don't mind. Okay, look at me. Woo, look how close I am. So let me just show you. So now I can kind of pan around my room. So there's my box light on here, adjust the lighting, office. I put all my thank you notes on the back of my office door. Isn't that cool? There's my my vision board. And then, you know, this is kind of what I look at, but there's the window and stuff over there. And then behind me, this is what you guys will typically see when you're watching me on video, my bookshelves. And I do have things that are staged behind me. You notice this sign right here? Let's connect on LinkedIn, right? I'm going to change out my letterboard today, and I'm going to probably do a video on Instagram, and I'll post that out there. I might post it on a couple other networks as well. What I do when I capture that video is, let me adjust this on here. So what I will do is, see how my camera is kind of angled right now? My phone right here is kind of angled. So what I will do is I will adjust my phone so that it's kind of pointing down from the tripod. And then I will do my letterboard with that, okay? So, oops, I think it went out of frame there. So I'll hold my camera down, I'll do my letterboard, and then I use the video setting that is called, I need to look it up because I can't remember the name of it offhand, so I'm gonna exit myself from the StreamYard just for a second. So if you go into your video settings, and I have like an iPhone, you notice there's a bunch of things that are kind of along the bottom. So right now it's on video, right? And there's one that's called slow-mo, and the one that I use is called time-lapse. And time-lapse, it takes the whole video segment, and then it creates, if it's like 3 minutes long, it truncates it down into like 5 seconds or something crazy like that. So that's the one that I will use for the letterboard, and I kind of hold that up there to create the letterboard on there, okay? Get this back up on here, and I'm going to join the StreamYard again because you guys might need to hear from me again as we go. So this is all behind the scenes here today. This is just very impromptu. And I'm going to click on go, join the StreamYard again. Everything's muted. So that's all being taken care of there. Okay, so let's go on to, let me see if you guys have any questions first of all. Any questions? You guys like this? This is fun. I think it's kind of fun, right? I need to allow the camera, join on my webcam here. All right, and then I'm going to pull myself into this. Mute myself. There you go. See, got that all corrected. All right, so you got 2 Brendas today. 2 Brendas for the price of 1. Okay. Another thing I've done in the past, I do a lot of virtual presentations, and once upon a time I was doing a lot more where I was plugging in with my headphones and my lapel microphone. My lapel microphone, this is it right here. The little thing that sat on the top, the microphone like foam thing fell off. I think it's in my desk drawer. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, here it is. The little foam thing that goes on the top, right? So this I would just clip onto my, and it's got like a clip tool right here, and I would clip this onto my shirt like this, and then, now the black thing just popped off. Please hold. Not making any mistakes. This is literally what happens when I'm doing videos sometimes. It's kind of fun though, because you get to see the real me, right? I'm not overly produced. I just tell you guys what I'm doing. It's not a big deal. Who cares? The foam thing fell. The world's not going to end because the foam thing fell. Okay. So right now you're hearing me in my home office, and I've got a pretty well insulated home office. I'm in like the basement. We're in like a quad style. So it's pretty well insulated around me. Kids are at school. Husband's working out of his home office. So I don't have a lot of noise in the background. If I did, I probably would have always plugged in on this, but I started using this, and then sometimes I wouldn't use this. And I was looking at the audio and video quality, and I'm like, I don't think the audio is that much different. So you guys tell me right now. Right now, I'm just speaking through the webcam. Let me show you what the webcam looks like. So this is my webcam. Whoops, let's try to angle it. So this is my webcam on the right-hand side of the screen. It's a Logitech. I don't know if you can see it. It's HP 1080p. I'll give you more instruction on that in a little bit. But I was just picking up the audio from there. And I'm going to take this guy off of camera right now since it's just me talking. You don't need to see that. I wasn't noticing a huge audio difference, but tell me if you notice anything. So what I'm going to do is I've got only a single prong on my laptop. So the plug-in on the side, I've just got one of these little prong things. So I had to get an adapter. I think my friend Carrie Lizette told me about these. So it's got a single plug on the one side, and then it's got the double thing on the end. And if you look pretty closely on the little thing, there's a little microphone. So the microphone tells me that's the one that my lapel microphone needs to plug into. And process of elimination, because there's only two plugs, the other one is the one that my earphones go into, okay? So right now I am without audio being, and I'm going to plug in a second, and I want to tell you guys if you can tell the difference in the audio quality. The other thing I want to show you is I've got these little Panasonic headphones. They've got the thing that hangs off your ear so they don't fall off like those little white earbuds do. And they're flat, so they're not huge and obnoxious, and I can kind of pull my hair over them and you can't even really tell that I'm wearing them, right? And the black cord I like for the most part, you know, because it's not too obvious as opposed to white sometimes pops out. I don't know. So now I'm going to plug in. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. And it may take just a second for it to come up. Let me know if you guys can hear me. And let me know if you're noticing any difference in the audio quality, okay? I am now plugged in. The sound is pulling from my lapel microphone, and the audio is coming through my earphones now. So this should be better quality, right? Are you noticing anything? Are you noticing any difference in quality with this? I'm kind of curious. I'm going to watch it in the playback myself, and I'll see if anybody else is noticing, if I can notice it in my own playback. So I see you guys are putting some comments in here, and StreamYard seems to be lagging just a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my LinkedIn in another window to see if any comments are coming in, because I want to make sure you guys can hear me, and I want to see, is anyone noticing any difference in the audio quality? Not much difference, Tamika, huh? Isn't that crazy? You would think, and maybe it's because my home is fairly quiet. Hey, Kathy, nice to see you this morning. Yeah, I'm not noticing anything really. So Vicky is saying no difference. So I kind of started going, why am I going through all the effort? Maybe closer to my mouth, Nancy says. Nancy Merlin is saying no, maybe closer to my mouth. So this is a lapel microphone. You're supposed to just clip it on, right? So I'm going to clip it on. I'm going to move it over. Is it any different now? This is like when you go and get an eye exam, the doctor says, what's better, 1 or 2, 3 or 4? Nancy, is that any better now that it is closer to my mouth? So I'm going to give you guys, it takes about 30 seconds from the time that you leave a comment until I can see it up on screen. I'm going to wait for Nancy because Nancy was the one who said maybe closer to your mouth. I know that you're watching, Nancy. So I have to wait for you to type it, and then I've got to wait 30 seconds to see your comments. So there's a little bit of a lag delay on there. The only other thing you could do is if you're trying to get live feedback from people, and you don't want to wait the 30-second delay. Nancy, if you had my cell phone, you could text me and you could say, yep, I'm noticing a better improvement in quality or something. But I kind of like doing this in the live environment because I'm getting, I don't think it's picking you up for some reason. Interesting. Maybe it's not picking me up. So let me see if I go into camera and mic. Let me adjust my audio. Right now it says default microphone. I'm going to tap on my lapel mic. Let's see, where's the top of it? Right here. The little foam thing keeps falling off, you guys. Okay, let me tap it. Ah, interesting. Let me show you guys what's happening here. I'm going to pull this up with my cell phone again, okay? And I'm going to bring myself back on screen because I want to show you guys what is happening here. I'm going to be pointing my cell phone at the screen in just a minute as we do this. So I'm going to click on allow. I'm going to join the broadcast studio. And I'm going to take my cell phone off as I show you this. Okay. So let's pull this guy up on screen. Mute myself. Oh, we learned about that earlier, didn't we? Okay, Nancy, let's try this. So I think, Nancy, you may be right. I think you may win the puzzle on here. So let me just share with you my screen. And I'm going to go into my camera mic settings. Let's see. I need to figure out how this is pointing. Now it's pointing at me. I need to point it this way. This is kind of tricky to do. Oh, I'm going to flip the camera around. Give me just a second here. Oh, I don't know how to do this. So this is where it's capturing the camera from. I need to point it this way. Okay, and I'm going to give it just a second so I can see it up on screen because I need to try to figure out how to be able to see this. I'm blocking my own view as I'm doing this right now. So I think that's it. I'm going to give it about 30 seconds for it to come back up, and then we're going to go through this. So what I'm doing is I just went into StreamYard. At the bottom of the screen, it says settings, and I'm just going into the settings. Okay, there it goes. Now I can see it up on screen. And along the top, you'll see it says general, camera, audio, green screen, guest. I'm going to click on audio, and then I'm just looking in the middle of the screen here to see it says mic and then speaker. Okay, so if I'm talking right now, you see how the green bubbles are kind of popping around on there, and you can see that I'm talking. I'm going to stop talking. Green bubbles went away, right? Now I'm going to tap on my lapel microphone and not talk. Notice nothing's happening? Okay, so Nancy solved the puzzle. We're going to change the microphone to communications. Same exercise. I'm talking right now. You can see the bubbles moving. Tapping on my lapel microphone. Ready? Here we go. Nothing happening. Okay, so that was communications. Now let's change it to microphone. One is the HD Pro webcam. Talking, my blue bubbles or my green bubbles are moving. Tapping on the lapel microphone. Nothing is happening. So you're right, Nancy. Nothing is being picked up by there. Speaker, this is the audio that's coming into me. So I don't know why this isn't working. I'm going to try to unplug it and replug it in again. It's not even giving me an option in there. Nothing is changing in there. So one other thing I may want to try is the adapter that I received came with a black and a red, and this is the red one. I'm going to try the red one instead and see if this picks up anything any different. Okay, I need to set my phone down. Trying hard to do this multitasking and it's not working very well. So let's see. This is microphone and this one is headphones. So I'm going to plug it in. I wonder too if I have to leave StreamYard and come back in again if it's not picking it up. Okay, I still have 4 options that are in there. So I'm going to leave StreamYard just for a second and I'm going to come back in and I'm going to take myself out as the speaker.
And unmute myself on the phone so you guys can still hear me. I need to mute myself here though so I don't have the echo coming from the computer. Okay, and now I am going to leave the stream and come back again. So hopefully this is making sense. I'm doing a little bit of a live test here for my own benefit. If you happen to be watching along the way too, you can kind of figure this out. So I'm trying to troubleshoot why my camera, my audio rather, is not picking up from the device that I've plugged into it. I'm not really sure why. So I just tried to refresh my StreamYard, thinking maybe that was the reason. So let me
unmute this. Take the mic off. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm back again. I'm trying to point at the screen. Sorry about that. That's annoying, isn't it? Let me point back at the screen, and then I'm going to go back into my settings again. So I'm going at the bottom of the screen, clicking on camera microphone. I guess I could do a screen share on this too, right? Let me do that. Then I don't have to hold my camera in front of me. I'm going to click on screen share, share screen, share screen. So I think you guys can see my StreamYard right now. So I'm going to do stream 1, share. I just don't know if that works. No, that's like that weird teleportation thing. I don't like that as much. I think I like just holding my camera up. I wish I could figure out a way to, let's see, I think I could swap this one larger. There you go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm holding this up in front of my screen. I need to stop sharing. Okay. And I'm going to click on camera microphone. I'm going into audio. So if there's anybody with an audio background who can help me out with this, please do so. So right now it says HD Pro webcam, which I'd assume is this device because that's my HD device. And when I tap on my lapel mic, nothing's happening. I'm going to change it now to, let's see, that was the default. Communications. Nothing's happening there. What's going on, guys? I can't figure this out. I'm going to look in chat and see if anybody has any suggestions for me. It is interesting. It is interesting, isn't it, Pam? I'm not sure why this isn't working, though. So is there anybody who has an audio background who wants to join me in the StreamYard? I'll send you a link, and we can do a little bit of troubleshooting with this. I'm trying to figure out why my camera and lapel mic is not picking up on anything. And if I go into my settings and going back into general, I'm just looking to see if there's anything else on here. So we've got camera, which is, you know, that one, right? And if I click on show advanced camera resolution, audio is not giving me any other options in audio. I thought I had once upon a time like 5 options. Let me just take this one off of camera for a minute here. I'll put myself back up. Try without the adapter. Kathy, that's what I was doing to start with. But what I'm trying to figure out is how do I get the headphones to pick up on it? So let's try one other thing. Let me try plugging in with my microphone. Now I'm just plugging in solo with the microphone. Can you guys hear me right now? And are you noticing any quality difference in the audio? I'm just did the single plug in without the adapter. I'm trying to figure out why the audio is not working. So let's see if you guys are noticing any difference now. I'm going to refresh my live feed. I've got like a second screen over behind me. And I watch for your comments over there because sometimes they don't come into StreamYard. So I can't see all the comments that are coming in. And there's about a 30-second delay in here. So leave me a comment. Let me know if the audio difference is any. Are you noticing any difference in quality? Nancy, you're my resident expert because you've been on for the whole thing so far. No difference. So I think we're going to conclude that the audio adapter is not working. So now I've got to have my teenage son help me figure out why my adapter prong thing isn't working. So if there's anybody on who has an IT background who wants to come on with me, get a little bit of visibility for yourself, help me troubleshoot this, jump on. Just say in chat, I'll join you, and then I'll message you a StreamYard link, and you can come and join me live right now. Maybe the lapel microphone isn't working. Could you, I don't know, it's been working. I thought it was working, but then maybe all along it hasn't been working. Good question. Nancy, could you be in the wrong port on your adapter? I've tried both adapters, and Nancy, if you look at this little thing, there's a little microphone, you know, that microphone is supposed to be on that side. I'll try it. Maybe you're right. So I'm going to, instead of putting the microphone in the microphone, I'm going to put the microphone in the opposite one and the headset in the one that doesn't say headset. Let's see if this is making any sort of a difference. I think it's the prong, though. I think there's something that's not picking up from the computer. Somebody asked a question about what you should wear on camera. Solid colors. I always like to have a contrast with your background. And if you're doing a job interview, Diane, you want to consider your background and consider what you're wearing. This is really just a head and shoulder shot. Good question there. All right, so let's see. I just plugged in. I'm going to go into my settings again and see if there's any difference. It's the same 4. I'm going to try this exercise again. Nothing here. Nothing here. What I'm doing right now is I'm just tapping on my lapel microphone, and I'm not noticing any of them picking up. So we're going to assume something is either not working with the audio jack on my computer or with the device, and we've got to troubleshoot more later. All right, so that's all. That's all we can do for that for today, right? No difference in sound. Travis, it was loud and clear, but I think it was loud and clear without me talking into the side of the computer, without me talking to the lapel mic. So it could either be the lapel mic or the audio jack. We'll try to figure something else out later. You could try the lapel mic in your phone to see if it is the mic. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to try that later. How would I do that? I don't want to do it right now because I think I'll get an echo because I'm in the room. The fact that StreamYard doesn't see the device is an issue. I don't think it's just StreamYard, though, because I've tried this on Zoom calls, too, and I don't think it's just that. It could be, though. You could be right. Nancy said you heard a momentary difference, so who knows? We'll see. All right, so let me show you. I think I have one more thing I want to show you, and then I'm probably going to wrap this up for today. So I am looking at converting my book to an audio book. I'm very excited about this. So you haven't heard, I get up from my desk a lot, by the way. Okay, so if you haven't heard, I published a book. It's called Social Media Pie, How to Enjoy a Bigger Slice of LinkedIn. And a lot of great LinkedIn strategy tips. If you're looking at, how to use LinkedIn more effectively to reach your business or career goals, this is the book for you. And it's a lot of fun. Talk about my focus on social media karma, my love of pie. So that's where the title comes from, Social Media Pie. So I'm going to be converting this to an audiobook. I'm going to be reading it, and I may have my friend Christopher Johnson helping me with reading some of the quotes. But I want to make sure I get really, really good audio quality. So I picked this up. Really fancy microphone. Wasn't too expensive either. I think it was under $100. Oh, it's all tangled in here. So really cool microphone. It's wobbly. I guess that's good because then it doesn't bounce when I'm talking. And I had to, because I've got like a standing desk and it's really thick. So I had to figure out a way of doing this. So I have to affix this to my desk when I do the audio capture. And this one, let's try this one, because maybe if it is a audio jack, maybe the USB will capture it okay. So this device, instead of using it through the audio jack, it plugs into your computer using a USB. So let's see if this works. And I'm going to plug this guy in. Okay.
Just did a boom, boom, boom. Are you guys hearing any audio quality difference? Let me go into my camera settings again. Let's see, microphone. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Are you guys noticing an audio quality difference now? This is like that Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? So I'm going to affix this to my desk right now while I'm waiting for your replies to come in. I think this might be it. I think, Nancy, you may win a prize today because you helped me to figure this out. I think it is the audio jack that's the issue. Because if this guy's working and the audio quality sounds better, this might be what I use when I do the audio capture. And by the way, if anybody has any experience doing audiobooks or tips on it, it's different. Is it better? Different is not necessarily. You guys remember Friends when Ross had, I don't know if you want to say cheated on Rachel. I think he cheated on her because they weren't really broken up. But she asked him in the argument, was it good? And he said, it was different. And he had himself into a lot of trouble. So different necessarily doesn't mean good. Is it better? Is it worse? You're saying different. And Nancy said, put it closer to your mouth. Background noise canceling. What do you mean by that, Kathy? Cynthia is saying yes. Cynthia, yes, better. What do you mean by that? Okay. And here's the way I tested it out, guys. I'm going to pull my my cell phone back on so I can show you this again. I'm going to put myself in split screen mode, and I'm going to point this towards the screen to show you guys. I'm going to pull up the camera and microphone settings, and I'm going to go into the audio. And as I do this, why is this not showing this? I need to point it to the other direction. This way. Okay, just figured that out. So I just went into my settings here, and I'm in, you can see under the left-hand side, it says audio, and then there's the drop downs in here. It's on the default right now. And if I just stop talking, the green bubbles stop going next to that little microphone icon. And then if I tap on my microphone, see that? So that's the default microphone. Let's go to communications. That one works. Let's go into microphone, Realtek audio. That one did not work, so that's not picking up from it. Microphone Q91. That one's picking up.
And microphone HD Pro Webcam. That one's not picking up, which would make sense because I think that's pulling from the webcam. So I think I'm going to pull up the microphone, the
default microphone Q91. I think that one was the best audio quality. Nancy's saying not great yet. Talk right into the end of the mic, a few inches away. So let me show you how close I am from this. I don't know how do I do this. Let me put this back into the tripod again. It's too hard to hold it and angle the microphone at the same time. Okay. So let's see if I go this way, maybe angle it down a little bit so you guys can see. So the microphone is probably about 3 to 4 inches away from me. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen like when somebody's talking and like the microphone's blocking their mouth. And also I've got this arm that's in front of me, so it's kind of hard to talk and click on things on the computer. I guess when I'm recording the audiobook, I'm not going to have to worry about that too much, though. I should just be having the book in front of me, reading it, right? So how does this sound? Does this sound pretty good? Webcam mic is tinty sounding. Tinty. Interesting. Does this sound better? Kathy is saying you may be able to configure the treble and bass of the new microphone and make adjustments. I'm not even sure what you just said. Treble and bass, I remember from high school when people were talking about, there's a song, I Love the Bass was a song, and I don't know, treble is like a, isn't that a, what's her name? Taylor Swift song, treble? I don't know. I don't know what those means. Kathy says you can place it off to the side. The problem is I've got, the desk is kind of set up in a way, maybe what you're talking about is, it has to be in front of my mouth though, doesn't it, Nancy? I don't think I can place it off to the side. I think this is going to be the best way. Arm off to the side, but still pointing at your mouth. So the only other way I can adjust is, I think the arm, I don't know if I can adjust this anymore, Nancy. I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I can do that. I think this is probably about as far as I can go. And I've got my right hand is free. I can speak and move my right hand. But if I want to move anything around my left hand, it's kind of difficult to do because it's blocking me on here. And it looks like this one just froze up. So let me just refresh my page here. My cell phone just froze up, so you guys can't see me here. Let me paste that again, paste and go. I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing so you can see this along the way. Beth says, good morning. The sound is good when the mic is closed. Off the side degrades the sound. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Let me paste and go. Why is this not working? I want to show you guys how close this is. So let me try this StreamYard link again. I'm grabbing it from my phone. This is kind of like an alternative to Clubhouse. I don't know if anybody else is a Clubhouse user. Sometimes I'll turn Clubhouse on when I'm getting my everything set up, getting my calendar built for the day. And it's just background noise, right? It's like watching a live podcast. Yeah, I will be happy to share the details with you guys on all these devices that I'm using. All right, so it's up on camera. Okay, so let me pull myself back up on screen. All right, so this is a second. So you can see how close it is, right? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I need to. Oh, you know what I did? Okay, let's try this again. Oh my gosh, that was annoying. That was like worse than nails on a chalkboard. The background noise, that's enough for me to leave an audio or a video, which I'm watching one. All right, so you can see it's pretty close to me. Right now, the camera is just out of frame in the live video. So if I were to change the angle here, you're barely seeing the camera on there. I think that works for the live video. Just for a sound test, can you bend down and talk through two different? Yes, Nancy, that's a great question. So Nancy's saying, can we do a couple different angles? So right now, I am speaking. Let me see if I can find my ruler. I have a ruler in here. Look at this. I got this ruler from Pica Marketing Group. Look at this. I'm going to give a little plug to my friend Paul at Pica Marketing Group, and I'll tag him in the video later on. I love promo items like these. This is a nice quality metal ruler. It's got a little hole in it so you can hang it from the wall too. So let me just kind of measure. Microphone is approximately, isn't this very technical? Microphone is about 5 inches from my mouth right now. Okay. 5 inches from my mouth below me. Okay. Now we are going to adjust. And I'm going to point the microphone where it is about an inch or two from my mouth. How's the audio quality now? I'm sure it's a lot better. I'm sure it's a lot crisper, but let me know. Let me know, you guys, if you're watching this, let me know how the audio quality is different. And while I'm waiting for your response, it'll take about 30 seconds. I'm going to grab another little thing. I have another, I've got like all kinds of boxes of tricks in here. Hey, look what I found. I was looking for this earlier. My headset with the 2 prongs on here. And this has the Britney Spears microphone that hangs from it. And the headset that's attached to it. I don't like this as much because it goes over my head and blocks my hair. But That's another one. So this is the, Nancy is saying better. So this is better. I don't know what this guy is called. It's like a noise screen or something like that. So the microphone I'm speaking with right now, it has just the foam doohickey. I don't know what that's called over top of it. I can also attach this, and I'm going to do this right now because I'm curious as my S's and T's and things like that, if they're popping too much. And if I put this on, if this improves the audio quality, because when I do my audiobook, I want to make sure it's really good audio quality. One tip I learned, I'm not even sure who it was from, but they said make sure that you submit an audio test of like one chapter before you do the whole book, because if it's not good quality, you don't want to record the whole thing and then have to do the whole thing all over again. So I'm probably going to do one chapter. And let's just see right now, this is regular with the microphone, the pop filter. Okay. Is this any better? And I'm guessing you have to angle it like right in front of the microphone. I don't want to have it blocking my face though. I guess that's not too bad because the microphone, rather the video is a little bit higher on there, right? All right, so let me click on dismiss. Pop filter. Pop filter. Okay, pop filter is important. All right, so is this any better? Is this the same? Let me know. I'm looking at the side camera. Looks like some people are messaging me on LinkedIn right now. Not seeing anybody saying I have audio video experience. So I'm going to assume your plosives aren't popping. So is this better, Nancy? Nancy, is this better? And you can see how close this is. This is like really right on top of the microphone. Still, it's about an inch or two away. The only concern I have with this is it feels like it's blocking my visual field in front of me. But I guess if that's what you have to do a recording, that's what you have to do, right? So that's it. So I've got a call, I think it coming up in about 5 minutes with one of my clients. So I'm going to have to start wrapping this up for today. Before I do wrap though, I'm going to share with you guys on screen here. Let me think of where I put this. This is, I created a blog, you guys. It's called, Hey Brenda, What Tech Do You Use? I'm going to share this with you up on screen right now. I'm going to take my mobile off. So goodbye, Brenda number 2. I'm going to do a screen share just to show you guys this blog on screen. Need to pull up my Chrome tab, and here's the blog right now. It's on my LinkedIn. I'll put this in the comments right now as well so you guys can read it. So all the tech that I demoed for you guys today, I think for the most part is in here. I'll check through the list again. I'm showing you my Smart Lab, the lapel microphone, the box lighting kit, the tripod, the webcam. I didn't show you guys what I was using for that. So let me finish this off by showing you. I am going to bring my phone back in again. I need to move this out a little bit. Okay, so let me just show you on here. Take this guy out. So which way is it pointing? This way? No, it's pointing this way. All right, so there's the Logitech. Let me take this off of screen here. Remove that for a second. I'm going to make this guy larger. Okay, so here we go. So this is the, why is that not showing? It's the wrong way. There you go. So there's the Logitech webcam, and you can see it's mounted in a device that's on an arm. Is it working? And it's actually a desktop stand. I've got like a little bit of a lag in my phone right now. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me refresh that. I may have to rejoin this guy again. It's saying, pro tip, move close to your router when using Wi-Fi. So I'm guessing the Wi-Fi connection's not good on my phone right now for some reason. Maybe because I'm streaming, right? That's probably what's happening. All right, I want to allow this because I want to finish and show you guys this real quick before I end the video for today. Okay, so enter broadcast studio. And I'm going to mute myself on the mic before I join so I don't have that screeching stuff that happens. Okay, let me change the position of this again. And then here we go. Okay, so there's the webcam is mounted inside an arm, you see, and this is just a device that sits on my desktop so I can move it around. Okay, so that's what I have in terms of the setup. There's a little switch that goes with my ring light I showed you guys earlier, and that's a USB plug. So I think that's about it for today. I'm going to remove this guy from the video here. I hope you enjoyed this. This was an impromptu video marketing tips, and I was walking you through some of the AV that I use, and I was also doing a little bit of a test on some of my audio equipment. And I hope you guys enjoyed this for this morning. I feel like this is blocking my face. I can't stand it, you guys. But at any rate, this is Marketing Monday, video marketing tips. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're watching this in playback, I'd love if you could leave me a comment later. We've got 24 people watching. People are starting to drop off as I'm starting to wind down my talk. You guys are going, bye. Okay, you're leaving. But stay on because I want to show you a video marketing outro that I put at the end of all of my live videos. I created this in Canva. It's a really cool thing. So stay and watch that, and make sure you go to mellermarketing.com/subscribe if you'd like to sign up for my email list, and you get notification for my future live videos. That's it. I will be on live again with Alex on Friday morning at 9:05, and looking forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you so much for all of your help and for your feedback today. I really appreciate it, guys. All right. Have a great week. Take care.